At number 10, we have the CODM 262. It received a buff in the past when all shotguns got slightly reworked, and this season, it received a buff that increases its one-shot consistency even more than before. It is now even more powerful than the HS-0405 in terms of pure damage, and compared to the BY-15, CODM is now definitely way better when the difference wasn't that big in the past. And here's the gunsmith we used for it. At the number 9 spot, we have none other than the ASM-10. It has a new attachment that allows you to kill within 133 milliseconds if you hit the first 3 shots of your spray. It requires you to play slightly different by aiming, adjusting, then shooting as if you were playing with a sniper. But the potential time to kill is just broken, and by playing passive, it's easily achievable. And here's the gunsmith for it. At number 8, we have the AK-117. It is still pretty good and usable in the current meta, but with overall performance slightly worse than the other ARs in this list, whether in terms of mobility and range, it can't be ranked higher. With the AK-117 having one of the fastest potential TTK, it's undeniably usable in tryhard ranked matches. The two gunsmith builds didn't change from last season, and here they are. At the 7th spot, we have the M13, still our favorite, easy to use weapon in the top 10 since its release. Super easy to use with no recoil, a clean iron sight, a large mag, and fast fire rate. The gunsmith builds are also the same from last season. At number 6, we have the HVK-30. Last season, it received a buff, and from my ranked experience, it is the most surprising AR. Not the best, but with an infinite 5-shot kill, it's sometimes quite surprising, even scary, to get killed almost instantly at long range. It's kinda like an M4 in terms of ease of use, and its biggest flaw is the mag size, but with a bit of trigger discipline and ammo management, it isn't a big issue. And here's the gunsmith we use for it. At the 5th spot, we have the first SMG in this top 10 list, and it is the MAC-10. Even after the nerf it received 1 month ago, it is still pretty good thanks to its fire rate, which is the fastest in the game, combined with good damage. It isn't the best SMG in the game right now, but if you're used to it, you can still use it as your main CQC SMG, and here are the two gunsmith builds we use for it, which are the same as last season. At the 4th spot, we have Kilo 141. Just like the M13, it is still in the top 10 since it has been released even after some nerfs. It is still one of the best ARs with really good damage and range performance, no recoil, a clean iron sight, and a really large mag. It is currently the best AR for passive playstyle while also being fine for close range fights. And here's the gunsmith for it, which didn't change from last season. At the 3rd spot, we have the Peacekeeper MK2, which is the best AR this season as well as last season. Overall mobility stats is closer to an SMG than an AR, with its damage and range performance close to Kilo 141. Yeah, it got demoted to the 3rd spot, and you'll find out why soon enough. But the Peacekeeper is as good as the previous season, and it is the best versatile weapon right now. At the 2nd spot, we have the SKS and the SVD. Nothing has changed for both of these guns and for a long time now. They are the best marksman and sniper rifles to use in respawns. SKS is the most easy to use, but SVD is more powerful while being harder to use. This SKS build is just a concentrate of flinch control plus disable to make it super stable, and with disable helping for tracking. While this SVD build is just a fast ADS suppressed build as other snipers, but with disable in case you don't one-shot kill the enemy. At the number 1 spot, of course, it's the Switchblade X9. It's currently the best SMG, close to QQ9 but with way better time to kill consistency. The mobility isn't especially fast compared to what we had in the past season with some SMGs, but the damage performances are really good, and there's nothing able to beat it apart from the KSP-1 burst, which isn't consistent, or a shotgun one-shot, which is limited at a certain range. And right now, it is the most used weapon in the game, and the current playstyle and in-game rhythm is based on this weapon for most of the maps, so use it if you don't want to be at a disadvantage compared to your enemies. What's your top 3 guns? Let us know down in the comments below. Now that you got the best attachments, what about the best crosshair for better aim? I looked for the best crosshair you can use right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.